What's up, everybody? So, if I look like 40 Shades of Hell, there's a reason for that. And there's also going to be a reason why everything sounds hollow in here. So, I'm going to post some pictures of before. Now, my ex had stayed here in my home after we were divorced for free until she could get her own place. Well, that took about a year and a half, somewhere around there. And so I'm going to post pictures for you to see what this looked like before and what it looks like after she's left. Let's take a tour, shall we? So, here's the kitchen, not looking too bad, all right. Boom, I know that was quick, but the kitchen's not really a big deal. Let's continue the tour. Gets more fun. Ready? Tell me how you like the floor. Oh yeah, so there's the floor and the walls. If you notice here, a mattress of some sort. That'll have to be burnt or taken to the dump one. I thought this was interesting. You might like this. I'll be damned, none of the lights work either. That's interesting. I just found that out. Check this out. See if this looks right. This is the shower. Check it out. What's missing? Yep, the whole thing is gone, including the plumbing that's attached to it. Gone. So that's unique. But is that all? No. No, we're going to continue the tour. Oh, yeah. All right. So I paid, I want to say between $5,000 and $6,000 for this floor that I'm going to show you. And 4 dogs and her. Check this out. So right here used to be a safe that I bought at Academy, and she took it. So that used to be a safe. This was where there was a deep freeze. Now, the irony is I purchased another deep freeze for vegetables that I grew in my garden. What do you see? Not a deep freeze. So there's that. So that got took. Oh, this is kind of awesome. So way back in the day, long before I ever met her, I had custom built some speakers. And I mean, the boxes were massive, and I had put them together. It was kind of a robo build. It was just a cool, big set of speakers that I would use to play drums, because I love to play electronic drums. And so I would plug them into that, and that would be how I would jam. She took those, which had nothing to do with her and were never part of anything long before she ever came along. So there's that. Let me show you the rest of the floor. So yeah, so this is fun stuff here. Look at there. We got big mounds of whatever the hell that is there and there. Holes here. She took all of my window AC units, which I bought. So she figured she should have them. The trim, there should be trim along this wall. There's trim along that wall, but apparently this one didn't need it. And the trim just keeps missing here and all over. Yeah, there's no trim on all these walls over here. So that's great. And oh, but wait, there should be more. Of course. Let's check that out. So this is the spare bedroom. Now, she had contracted somebody to come in here and do all these walls and paint. Well, the contractor showed up and did some work and then just never showed up again. So here's what I'm left with. Here's the walls. This is kind of nifty. Neat little pattern where they decided to stop. So yeah, the trim, you can see there was trim here originally that would have met this, and the paint was all over the trim. I mean, everything is just destroyed. And I don't even know where this stuff came from. The box was from Wi-Fi. I needed to put Wi-Fi in here for security cameras. So I got that. I don't know really why I'm putting the security cameras in. I guess it's in hopes that maybe there'll be something to protect later. So let's take a look at the bathroom, the other bathroom. You'll like this too. This is pretty cool. So tell me what you think. So this is how I found it when I came in. Now, these walls were also part of that project that the guy was supposed to come in and finish all this. Never did. Now, this was new. I came in to look and see what I'd have to do to get all this fixed up and repaired. And I noticed something new, and it took me forever. I couldn't figure out what the hell would have been there to even cause this. And then it hit me. It was the shower rod that went around the shower. Check this out. Apparently unscrewing it was too much, so they just ripped it out of the wall. Yeah. So that's nifty. Again, all the trimming is gone. There's no trim. So there's that. And then the back room here, more of the same. Just half done walls. And then a bunch of ripped off and broken trim shoved into the closet. I hope you see that. You could see that, right? Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So this is what I've been left with after she moved. Did I show you this floor? I don't think I showed you the floor. So check this out. This is part of it. Look at the bathroom floor. What's missing? The floor. You're right. But don't worry, that continues out through here and on into here. Tough fucking raw. So there's that. And there is dog piss here and over there. Oh, let me show you how this looks now. What do you think of this? This is nice, huh? Yeah. But this is really cool. So this used to be a really nice fireplace. Ready? Look at the brick. What is wrong with that? So yeah, the bricking has been busted and just annihilated all to hell. So at least per that, I was lucky. I found some Fireplace cement. I didn't even know that was a thing. So I'm gonna get that completely cleaned out, wiped down, and then I'm gonna cement the entire thing so that it will be functional again. So this was the beginning of my adventure coming home for my doctor's appointment and for trying to deal with this and see what was left. So then I went to the doctor's after seeing this wonderful bit of news and found out I got to go to a specialist on Tuesday because they don't want to wait. They want it done now. So I've got that to look forward to. This has all been in just the span of a week. So my house is annihilated and has to be completely remodeled. Have you ever had your soul crushed so hard you could hear it crack like a knuckle? That's how I'm feeling. So there's that. And then I've got a dual procedure on Tuesday where I've got to deal with that. So, yeah, it's just been one big nightmare after another here lately. So, I didn't think it would be this bad as far as the house. The amount of work it's going to take for me to put this thing back together is going to be phenomenal. And now my whole drive to do this is gone. So I don't even know what to do with that. So, another fun fact, there's trash all over the front, there's trash all over the back, there's trash in the closets, there's a lot of trash that was just left behind, like, here, clean this up. So that'll have to get loaded up on a trailer and hauled to the dump. So the amount of money is going to be unreal. And it's just staggering. I don't know. I've thought about maybe figuring out a way to possibly start doing the live stream again and do it from the truck. And because I'm done with Google banned me. So I don't know if maybe there's a way I could do a live stream where instead of with Google, they just went with all the other different apps, like, Cash App or Venmo or blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. Just trying to figure out a way to do more with what I have. And so since I have a lot of the equipment already, it could be maybe something I could do. If you have ideas, let me know. But yeah, so I'm going through quite a bit and just trying to figure out what to do next. I know for now that back room that I showed you there, the first one, I'm going to start with that. And I got some friends that are going to come over and work on that while I'm gone. But at least that'll give me one room that I can work with. And just kind of start there and then move my way across, because it's too much to do all at once. But other than that, we got Misty here doing her thing. Misty, hey baby girl, say hi. So luckily I have Misty. That's my saving grace. I know she'll always be there. So I'm grateful that I have Misty. So at any rate, I know not the greatest of videos, but that's just what's going on. So I'm not really into making videos that make it sound like I'm leading some sort of lavish lifestyle that you're not, and I don't get affected by problems like everyone else. So I'd rather just keep it real and not try to pretend that my life is something it's not. Anytime you do that, it lasts for a little while until somebody goes, oh hell, I saw him and that's not at all what was going on. So I'd rather just be real. It's not great. It's not wonderful. I hurt like anyone else, and right now I feel absolutely destroyed. And so I am on medication for anxiety, which also kind of duels for depression as well. So I'll be excelling at that. And then now that I've started counseling, I'll be using that avenue as well, because I feel like that's not a cop-out. I feel like it's good if you have someone that's outside of your life that can look in and say, well, I know it looks bad from here, but you can try this, or look at it like this. Perception is everything. If I perceived this destroyed house as a mansion, it would be the greatest miracle of all. But instead, I perceive it as a bill I don't know how I'm going to fix or pay for, and it's going to take a while to do. So perception is everything. And if you have a counselor that's worth his salt, they can help you try to perceive things from different angles that you can't see on your own. And so luckily my insurance has a program for counselors, so I'm going to go ahead and take full advantage of that and continue on with using the medication as well, and hopefully get through this. And luckily with Misty being here, at least I have her, and I know that she's there, so that's a huge help. People, I've had people tell me that having an emotional support animal is a crock of shit. That everyone everyone's animals gives them support, but there are certain folks like myself who have a bond with their pet, whatever it is, that without them it would almost be impossible to get through some of these things. And I feel like that's what Misty does for me. She's just always there and eager to see me. And when you're at a point where you feel like you're so low that people are walking above you and can't even look down and see you, that's the one thing you have in your life that can get through that and reach you. So at any rate, I will try to figure out this live thing. If you guys have some ideas, obviously you've seen what it is I'm looking at, and trucking only goes so far. So if you have some ideas on firing back up YouTube and figuring out a way to do it without using the Google, shout out, let me know. Like I said, I've still got some of the equipment in my truck. Now a lot of it's in storage, and I was actually going to get everything out of storage when I got back here, but the house is so annihilated, every room is complete destruction. So I can't really put my stuff in here because every place that needs to be reached needs to be empty. So it's just pointless. I just decided to leave it in storage and get it out once I get a couple of rooms done. And that way I can, okay, we'll just stack everything in here for now, and then as things start getting done, I can move it from one room to the next to the next. But right now there's just no point. It would just have to be moved and moved and moved, and I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just do it one time and call it a day. So because everything's in storage, a lot of the equipment that I had with me on the truck prior to at Translines is all in storage. But I think the GoPro is still there, so I can shoot video and post it, and then I can always just do live like I've been doing with the tablets and the phone. Somewhere I have the external mic, but I don't know where the hell that went, so we'll kind of have to just go with it and kind of just go back to square one with doing what I can while I can until I can actually get things figured out as to where everything is, because currently I am not sure. Like, my stuff is stacked in storage, and it'll take me several loads to just bring it all back in here and then try to figure out what's in what box, because it was done within like a couple of hours. We just slammed everything into a truck and then got a storage unit. So at any rate, that's the big update. I hope everybody else's world is going a hell of a lot better than mine. But I know that, everything passes, but that initial shock of just everything hitting you all at once, that's some overwhelming shit. So I'm just trying to get by right now. But well, till next time, let me know what you think. Bye.